Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Cinema Savvy review from the London Film Festival. I'm back home. For me, the festival is now over, which means I'm catching up on all of the reviews that I have missed over the entire time the festival has been going on. And I'm starting today with a review for Hoard. So I have no idea which way myself and George, we haven't spoken about kind of the edit for this, so we're not sure which way these may come out. Maybe this one comes out first. Maybe this is the last one. Suddenly you're going, but Tayte, you were home a few videos ago. But anyway, I'm reviewing Hoard today, which is a drama film starring Quinn, famously from Stranger Things, and Hayley Squires, a relevant newcomer, directed by Carmoon. An interesting kind of debut feature. Very, very odd debut feature, which I'm going to talk to you about today. But before we go into kind of talking about it, please, thank you, first of all, for all the support throughout all of the London Film Festival, all of the various different, things that people have put in the comments, stuff like that. Thank you. And also just for the view count on all the videos. Thank you ever so much. Please go and follow us on the social medias down in the description below, because they will take you to all of our socials for when we do more videos like this, which will allow you to keep track of all the different reviews coming out, because there are a lot of reviews coming out, so please go and do that there. So let's talk about this film. This film has a terrible IMDb plot synopsis, which basically says it's about a mother and daughter relationship. That's pretty much all it says. This film is so much more than that. This film, without really spoiling anything, it's about clinging on to the past. It's about kind of, dealing with grief in different ways. It's about the mother-daughter relationship. It's about finding the good things in the bad and learning to love the bad things as well. There's so much going on with this film. A lot of it takes kind of on the form of, hoarding, the concept, the idea of kind of taking random things from the street or taking random things you find around the place and basically collecting it all together. And that's a concept that's taken from the start of the film. Her mum, likes to collect things, and then as she kind of grows up into a young woman, she loses that kind of ability to collect things, and then she regains it in a connection with her mother. It's a really interesting coming of age tale. Some things that I like about this film, some things I really like about this film, the performances in this film really elevate it. So Joseph Quinn does a fantastic job in this film. When he gets introduced, the plot definitely moves along a lot quicker, and he is clearly the best actor on the screen in this film. But then when you kind of look a bit deeper at some of the other performances in there, like I said, relevant newcomer Hayley Squires was fantastic. Samantha Spiro, she was in Sex Education, and she did a really good job in this film as well. And some of the creative choices in this film I don't agree with. So I've already said, oh yeah, I agree with some parts of the film. This film used a lot of symbolism to get its point across. It's not kind of your standard kind of what you'd expect from films we review on this channel. Your kind of higher budget films, like full productions and stuff like that. This is a low budget, low production kind of film. This is a experimental piece. This is a introductory film. This is a kind of, first film from the director. I think that she did a couple of short films before this, but this is really her kind of bursting onto the scene. It debuted at Venice, and it's been getting, some people love it, some people do not like it, and I'm kind of somewhere in the middle with it. I haven't really gone on to one side or the other yet and decided fully whether I really, like it or not. I struggle with some of the concepts it goes with. There is a lot of, because this film is not just about hoarding things, it's also about hoarding trash and stuff like that. There's a lot of disgusting scenes in this film, which I assume is used as symbolism, because I didn't quite get what they were trying to get to, or at least the point with it. And maybe I'd have to do a multiple reviewing kind of thing of this to be able to fully understand the concept. The pacing wasn't quite there in the film as well. And I'm sure this is something that as a director, you're going to pick up over time. You're going to be able to get more used to it, and be able to adapt to it in that sense. But all in all, it is a decent film. It's a very heartwarming film. At some points, it's a very heartbreaking film. At other points, it's a coming-of-age film. What else do you expect from it? And visually and stylistically, it is very kind of subtle, low-key, interesting lighting choices. interesting kind of directing choices as well, kind of the way the camera moves through the scene and stuff like that. A lot of use of kind of static camera and, you know, almost kind of like fly on the wall style filmmaking in some scenes, which I really like. But it's a very interesting first film. It's a very interesting first film from Luna Cameron, and it's an interesting stepping stone for Joe Quinn. And this is one of the reasons why we wanted to watch this and review this on the channel, is because he is a up and coming actor. He is a, you know, he's rising up in the world and everything like that. And this is hopefully gonna, you know, pass him on from kind of, we know him just for Stranger Things. I mean, you can have a look at his IMDb. He's got other projects coming up as well, where hopefully that will be kind of passed on and he won't be known just for that one thing. The fact that he's able to kind of, you know, spread himself out a little bit more and go for different projects. This is very different from Eddie Munson in Stranger Things. This is a very wild kind of take if you're looking for that in this film. But all in all, good performances. I'm not quite sure what they're doing with, you know, the story sometimes, but it does get to a point in the end, and, you know, it does have a nice conclusion to the film, at least. It kind of bookends itself from the very start, which I really enjoyed. And it is touching and heartwarming in places, even through kind of the filth. And I guess that is kind of the point that they wanted to make with the film. So it gets its point across in the end. But anyway, this was my short review of Hoard, which didn't debut at the London Film Festival. It was definitely at the London Film Festival this year. Like I said, my festival is now over, so I'm just kind of catching up on the things that need reviewing. But once again, thank you ever so much for everyone who's come along for all of these reviews. There's still going to be more coming out, whether this comes last in the timeline or, you know, is going to be released further up or anything like that. Who knows? But please make sure that you kind of comment below if you've seen this film, if you're really excited about seeing this film, or any of the other films at the festival. Now that for myself it's over, please comment along and say kind of what your favorite film you've seen a review of so far on the festival. If you've seen any of the films in the festival, then please comment along as well. Please subscribe as well to the channel. We've got loads of content still coming out, tail end of London Film Festival, and then kind of heading towards the new year. We've got so many things planned. So please keep track of those things on the channel, and you'll be able to keep track of those down in our Linktree link in the description. That sends you to our Facebook, that sends you to our Instagram, that sends you to our Letterboxd, and that sends you also to our Twitter. I knew I was missing one there. But please go and follow us on all of those, and also go into the Redbubble link in the description and pick up some merch as well to help out the channel as well. Well, thank you ever so much for watching this review of Hoard, and I will see you on the next one.